What's up, everybody? Good morning to all of you. It's 2A91 coming at you today, and this time we have two things we're going to be talking about today. First thing, Sin's card just dropped maybe 3 or 4 minutes ago, and we get a chance to take a look at it. I know Viper's from Panel to Play got revealed. We'll take a look at that in a second. I think so far, out of all the new characters, I think everything's been revealed outside of Luke Cage and Iron Fist. I think those are the last two for the upcoming releases, and then we got Lizard and Kraven, but I don't expect those cards to be revealed until maybe May or so. Not that I know anything, but I'm just thinking about when those models release and when would be a good time to drop those. Granted, we did get Mysterio Carnage, but people have been talking about Mysterio Carnage for a long time now, and the Amazing Spider-Man as well, but they revealed those. I don't see them revealing Lizards or anything till maybe May. Maybe next month. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just whatever. Anyway, let's get into it. So right now, Sin. So basically, from the Panel to Play, what I read, Sin is like the scoring version of the Cabal. So the Cabal are getting a new leader, and her name is Sin. Is a daughter of the Red Skull. And from what we read, she seems to be like the scoring option for the Cabal. So anyway, let's get into it. So right now, her first attack is Automatic Pistol, very similar to Mystique, and I believe the Punisher as well. But this time, you don't need a trigger for rapid fire, which is really nice. So you just do the attack, and then you just do the attack again. You don't need to get a hit for the trigger. So anyways, Automatic Pistol, 4-die physical attack, range 3. Let's get to the stats. Sorry. So health 4. She moves medium. I thought she moved long, in my opinion. I thought she'd be like a fast scorer, like get in, get out kind of thing. But medium, that's fine. Still a nice move. Size 2, threat 3. She's gonna be cheap, so for me, it seems like for scoring teams, they seem to have them score. They seem to have the lowest threat value, right? Which makes sense because when you want to score in this game, you want to have a lot of miles on the board. You want to spread them out, etc. So I understand that. So 3-3-4, nice defense stats. Nothing much to say there. It's about average to a little bit above average for the psychic. So yeah, so attacker's resolve, gain of power, rapid fire with attacker's resolve. This character may make one additional automatic pistol attack. Very standard. Nothing really different that we haven't seen before. Really good. Everybody that has a gun so far as in their model they seem to have automatic pistols, so that's pretty cool. So now let's go to make it personal. This is a range 2 attack, so this is a get in your face kind of attack. Range 2. She has a trigger. I believe that's a crit wild and insult to injury. After this attack is resolved, this character may make an additional make it personal attack without paying the power cost. The additional attack must target the original target character and is a psychic attack instead of its normal type. This additional attack does not have the insult to injury special rule. So what's cool about this is, this card, of course you need to pull off the trigger with some rerolls. If you have like Baron Zemo or, Baron Zemo, Shuri, something like that behind you, you should be able to pull this off pretty effectively. Really cool attack, and on top of that, it targets your psychic defense. There's some characters that have some really weak psychic defense. Surprised it didn't go energy, but that's fine. Psychic is fine. So that's what's important. So if your first attack is let's say for example, there's someone for example, Carnage, right? You're not gonna throw Sin into Carnage, but let's just say for example that's your only target for some reason, right? So you do make it personal. You pull off the trigger. You don't get any points of damage, right? Because let's just say Carnage has 5 physical. Well, he does have 5 physical defense. If he blocks the entire thing, right? You get to make an additional attack on him that's psychic, and now you get to really do a lot of damage to him. So characters like that. Mysterio is another one that I think of too. No, not Mysterio. Oh my God, no. There's another character I can't think of right now that's weak psychic defense, but that's the one that comes to mind the most, right? So. You're not out of it yet when you're fighting against Carnage. You want to pull off that trigger, then do the next attack and really do big damage to him. Situations like that, this will come into play. Now let's get into the leadership here. Like I said, she's the scoring version of Cabal. During the cleanup phase, after scoring victory points. So during the cleanup phase, after scoring victory points. So this is right at the end. You cleaned up. You scored your points. Roll a die for each objective token contested by an allied character. If the result, I'm going to read that again. Roll a die for each objective contested by an allied character. So my characters. If the result is hit, crit, or wild, push each enemy character contesting the objective token away from the objective token small. That's really, really huge. Granted, this is not before victory points are scored, so you're not going to score those points and cheat that way. That would be really broken. This is afterwards, right? So no matter who scores it, it's beneficial to you if you score the point, right? You score the point, and then at the end of the cleanup phase, you push them away, and they're off the point. Now they have to reclaim it or whatever the case may be, which is really cool. And there's no range to this, by the way. It's just allied. So you just need to get allied characters onto points. You get them onto points, you just go ahead and pull this off. There's no like, hey, do you have to be within range 3 of characters, range 4 of characters, range 5 characters, etc. You just go and you do it, and you push them away. So the next one is roll a die for each enemy character holding an asset token within 2 of an allied character. If the result is hit, crit, or wild, the enemy character drops 1 asset token of your choice. Again, this is right after points are scored, so you'll score your points first. But this is huge, especially for objectives like. Now this is asset token. I have to look into if citizens are. I don't think citizens are. Maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe someone can correct me. Between citizen and asset tokens, if citizens are asset tokens, right? Then in objectives like panic and stuff like that, this is gonna be really, really huge, especially if you have the power to extract right away, and you could go ahead and drop that without having to damage a character having to daze them. That's really cool. You can go up, just pick it up, extract, score your points. Really good, really, 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 really good. Just you're gonna be stealing, man. This is gonna be awesome. Especially for the to turn a game around. If you're down by a certain amount of points, if you're behind, this is a great way to get into the game. You know what I mean? You go and pick those up, and now you control the objectives, and now you can have a point swing depending on how the turn goes. But somebody needs to let me know. Asset, civilian, is it the same? Is it separate? Does this work on civilians? I don't know. Because the wording there, right? So action. This character immediately makes an attack. Okay, so hit and run. That's the same thing. So you do. This is. Jesus, I can't speak today, man. This morning, I'm just. The Green Goblin has this. So basically, make an attack, then move. So again, this makes sense. She's a scoring character. She wants to do an attack and get away, especially if she's holding a specific. If she's holding an objective that's a big point swing. She wants to get away as far as possible and make it really, really painful for you to get that objective, right? So that makes sense. So partners in crime. This is really interesting. This kind of gets. There's been a pickup and play for Crossbones, especially in the Criminal Syndicate. So I think this will definitely make Crossbones viable. The whole linked activation thing is really, really cool. It's really unique. Basically, it should guarantee you priority every time. You know what I mean? If you go first and then you're activating 2 models, depending on how many characters they have, right? It should net you priority that next turn, correct? So, really unique here. So, within range 4, Crossbones activates, you just move up Crossbones or do whatever you need to do with him. The whole point is to get those activations out of the way so that way you can continue to keep your pressure, maintain priority, and all that cool stuff. So, Heir to the Wicked. When this character is damaged by an enemy or allied effect, after the effect is resolved, if it is not dazed, it gains 1 power. So, if you don't daze her, she's going to gain an extra power on top of. So, this is kind of the reverse of Red Skull's leadership, right? Where you do a damage, if you do damage, you gain a power, right? I'm pretty sure it's not from like throws or anything like that. It's just like attack damage that you do or whatever. This is just like anything. So it's like allied effect, like if a throw, you gain another power if you don't daze her. So she'll gain the 1 power. Let's say, for example, you pick her up and throw her into somebody. She'll take the 1 damage, then gain a power, right? So she'll gain she'll gain a power for the damage. And then she'll gain 1 because she wasn't dazed. So she'll gain 2 power on that. That's pretty cool. She has stealth. Again, scoring. You need to get within 3 of her to do an attack. Makes a lot of sense. So let's go to her injured side real quick. Let's see if anything changes. Her health, obviously, goes to 6. The attacks seem the same. The leadership is about the same. Partners in crime. Yeah, nothing really changes except her health. It goes up to 6, which makes sense because she's very killable on this side. Very easy to kill. You want to play her back a little bit. Take your time. Move around the board. Take away objectives. Like, this is crazy. So what you could do is, you don't have to be overly aggressive, I'm thinking. Like, let's say, for example, you're playing on, like, a D map or something, or B, or whatever it's called. The one with, I think Mutant Mayhem is on a B. I could be wrong. I don't remember what Mutant Mayhem is on. The whole point is that you can play an objective like that, and, you can sit back a little bit. You can play kind of conservative that first turn, and, like, pull off her leadership at the end of the cleanup phase, and whoever's contesting points or whatever... You can even do something crazy like get aggressive and contest your opponent's points on their side, right? If you have enough characters, I mean, maybe control 1 on their side and 2 on your side. Because her leadership, what it's going to do is if you roll a die and it's a hit, crit, or wild, and you don't have to be winning the point. You can just be contesting it. You roll that, you push them off the point, and right now, start a turn, you're in control of that point. So now you control 1 point on your opponent's side of the field and 2 of yours, right? Now the pressure's on them, right? This is like almost, not really, but like the Web Warriors, how they push you off points, how they're really good with that. This is kind of similar to that. They want to push you off points, control those points, and go up on points as fast as possible. At least in my opinion. And if I'm wrong there, if I'm stating that incorrectly, please let me know down below in the comments. But yeah, that's Sin. I like what I see from her. Again, not my play style. If you like this play style, go for it. Me, I'm interested, but I don't think I'll be buying these models. I thought she was Elektra. To be honest with you, when I saw the silhouette, when I saw the gun, I was like, oh no, it can't be her. So I'm not familiar with this character. So for me, it's not an instant buy. So. It is what it is. But I like... She's going to be really interesting. She gives another option to Cabal, which is cool. Let's see how it goes. I think she's going to be very annoying. I think people need to play... they need to understand this matchup. Because if they don't, they're going to get outscored really quickly. And they're going to be like, what the hell just happened? You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyway. So, let's get to the panel to play here. I'm sorry, I'm not ready this morning. Here's the panel to play for Viper. This came out yesterday. I didn't get a chance to read it at all, so we're going to read this. So, really toxic personality, Viper. I'm pretty sure she has some poison abilities or whatever. Ophelia Sarkeesian was one of the 12 girls taken in for the Special Hydra Project, an orphan raised by the notorious Hydra agent Kraken. During her rise, she frequently combated both Captain America and S.H.I.E.L.D., eventually earning her place at the top of Hydra. See, I wish I saw these characters in, like, the Captain America movies, right? Like the Winter Soldier and all that stuff. I really do, and I really wish we get, but we didn't. That's fine. Sarkeesian cuts all types with Hydra, setting on her own to cause villainy. Along the way, she assassinated the supervillain Viper. Oh! Okay. She assassinated Viper. That's interesting. And assumed his identity. Under her new name, she has been a toxic thorn in the side of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Punisher, and more, while employing her deadly skills with groups such as Hammer as a professional terrorist for hire. The poster from Viper's miniature captures her as she springs into the battle. Her toxic blade. I'm telling you right now. Okay, so my thing is, if Viper was medium, she's got to be a long mover. I think she's going to move really, really quickly. She embodies swiftness and danger. I just said that. So ready to leap like a coiled snake at the first victim within reach. Viper's bodysuit is a great place for ponies to work with texture and looks great with some strategically placed scale motifs. As fits a woman of her skills, Viper is a fast-moving and stealthy character. I guarantee you she moves along and has stealth. She has several tricks that allow her to move across the battlefield and land powerful, venomous attacks against her opponents. Every one of Viper's 3 attacks, so she has 3 attacks. Okay, cool. Potential to inflict special conditions on her target. Okay, so she's going to be the one bringing the condition game to that, to Viper's team. to Sin's team. Right? So she's going to be the one, like, putting out poison, all this other kind of stuff. She's going to put out conditions and make your life a living hell, basically. So every one of Viper's 3 attacks has the potential to inflict special conditions on her target. Whether she attacks with her compact assassin's pistol, a poison dagger, or her signature attack, Viper Strike. She leaves a lingering debility on her target to remain by to remember her by. The most potent of her attacks, Viper Strike, sees her leaping or dashing forward near the target to land a Strength 6. I wonder if she like moves and then attacks or something. A Strength 6 Toxic Strike with a special Venom rule that inflicts slow and stun. That sucks. Damn, slow and stun? Jesus. So she's going to go around and like deal with problem characters like, you know, like Thor and stuff like that. Slow and dude, stun sucks. Slow does too. When you debilitate anybody's movement, especially like a character like Thor who needs that meter move to get good into you, it's really, really annoying. That's awesome, actually. Okay. All right. If she rolls a wild. That's a lot of conditions on someone if you roll a wild. That's awesome. If you have, again, if you have built-in rerolls, if you have Zemo, if you have Shuri, stuff like that, this is amazing. Okay. Pairs well with some of her... Okay, so Viper Strike pairs well with some of her abilities. After using it, she can activate her displacement ring to teleport away. Whoa! She can teleport? Okay. From an enemy counterattack. This displacement ring activate. Oh my god! Active superpower costs 2 power to use and allows Viper to be placed anywhere within range 2. Wow! So she's an in and out. So she goes in, she does her thing, gives you a condition, gets out. Damn. Damn. For 2 power, it should be easy to do too. This movement is often just far enough for her stealth innate superpower. Didn't I say she was gonna have stealth? To take effect, forcing her opponent to use an action to close the distance before her. I could just see how annoying this team would be. Like, let's say, for example, you have, like, Mysterio on this team with his shenanigans, and along with her with stealth, along with Sin with stealth. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What if they make Mysterio Cabal? I just thought about that. So, Mysterio, if they make him Cabal, wow. This is going to be annoying. People are going to hate this in a good way, though. It's going to be fun, but it's going to be painful. I know that. People who play the point game, which should be everybody because it's protocol, but, you know, there's teams specifically focused on scoring. So, this is going to be annoying. So, she can go in, do that, place yourself within 2, which is very, very long. So, basically what you do is if she has a range 2 attack, you do your attack, right? You put out a condition. And then you're there within 2. And if they choose to attack you, you place within 2. Now you're in stealth range. Because you're going to be at the outside of 2, right? And then what you do is you do that. And then you place yourself within 2. And you're out of 3. Which you have to burn a move action now. Damn. That sucks. Alright. Anyway, so on the days when Viper isn't feeling like teleporting and hiding, her top-tier martial talents can help her out too. She's an expected fighter and able to strike with blinding speed when she needs to, often fast enough to counter an enemy's strike before it can land. Coiled Serpent represents these lightning reflexes. Okay, so reactive superpower that allows her to roll 5 defense dice. So this is basically similar to Martial Artist or whatever it's called. Or whatever it is. You do that. She manages to block all the incoming damage. Viper responds with a quick counter strike inflicting 2 damage. Yeah, that's really cool. She's sturdy. So she's sturdy and can get out. She's gonna be annoying. That's it for our first look at Viper. Yeah, really, really interested in this character. Maybe I need to buy that pack now. Damn it. Maybe I shouldn't have read this, guys. Anyway, all right. No, that's really cool. I mean, this team is gonna be really, really good when it comes out. Good for Cabal players, though. Cabal's going to have a lot of options now with her and Red Skull's leadership ability, which I still like. But wow, this is going to be fun. And if Mysterio is a Cabal, wow, I'm just thinking about the possibilities with Mysterio and his nonsense, with his stuff, and her movement things and making just people annoyed. This is going to be very fun to play with and very... Let's just say you might get mad playing against this, you know. But let's see what happens. I can't wait for these characters to come out, man. I know they've had AMG's had some shipping issues and stuff like that. Not just AMG. I think it's all across the board with other companies. So we're probably gonna be getting these packs in May or something like that. And then I'm more excited for June because I think June is Carnage and the Lizard. I love the Lizard. like Craven and those characters and the Amazing Spider-Man and all that. So that'll be fun. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Definitely let me know what you think about Sin's card. What do you think about her? Do you think she's going to either be the best, she probably have the best scoring team, or is one of the best scoring teams in the game? What do you think about Viper and her crazy shenanigans with conditions and getting out, and her being paired with Mysterio? What do you think about Mysterio possibly being a Cabal? Maybe. Not that I know of. I mean, there's a possibility, right? So we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, let me know down below what you guys think. Comment, like, dislike the video, subscribe to my channel. We'll have more MCP content. Definitely let me know if there's any improvements that I can make on the on the videos. You know, I'll take any kind of criticism, or not criticism, but just, you know, any feedback on the videos that I do. Let me know what you guys think, and how I can improve them. Anyways, guys, take care. Have a wonderful day. Be safe out there, and keep playing MCP, guys. Have a great one. Bye.